Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Sue. I'm making a beginning tatting video with tips that might help you because I'm a beginner also. Here's a line of tatting shuttles. There's all different shapes. The first thing you want to do before you begin tatting is find which shuttle is best for you. Do you like this one with the pick? Do you like one without the pick? Do you like the size of it? Is it good for your hand shape? I like this one. It has a depression and it allows me to hold it, which comes to the next tip, and that's when you're beginning to shuttle tat, you probably want to hold your shuttle at the back. So when you're making your shuttle loom, this is the loom, and you're going, under or over, holding it in the back, you pinch it a little bit. To me, was easier than trying to go like this with holding the shuttle in the middle. All right, the next tip, number 3, is do you want to hold your hand, oops, sorry, I'm moving the camera. Do you want to hold your hand down? I've seen some people go like this with their hand up. Well, that's hard for me because my hands tend to go down. I studied piano for a very long time, so I like my palm down as opposed to trying to put the shuttle through with your hand up. It's actually twisting my arm in the wrong way. So that's another thing you want to see. You don't have to shuttle tat like everyone else if you have other ways that make it feel comfortable. Now another thing is I've seen people, they hold their pinch. This is the pinch. Okay, that's where you're forming your stitches. They hold the pinch with their thumb and their index finger, and other people hold it like this. They hold the pinch. See, that's hard for me, even though I crochet like this, but I have my fingers closed, the pinky and the fourth finger. So that hurts my hand here. So what I do is I hold it in with this index finger and I put the loom around the entire hand. That's more comfortable. So that's another thing. If you can't hold it like that, that's okay. Try something else. So let me try this again. I have one more on that number 3 tip. And this is when the shuttle's getting small. When the loom area is getting too small and it's difficult. And you don't want to maybe open the loom because you're going to squish your stitches. What you can do is take the shuttle and put it through the back like this. Okay, you put the shuttle, instead of going forward, over and under, you take the shuttle and you put it through the back. It just seems to be easier. Another thing I do is this. I just use my third finger and I've just opened up the loom area so I can form my stitches better, as opposed if I had my hand in the entire loom all the way around, I just place it over the third finger because that's the one that's up. So that helps, just maybe for a few stitches at the end. Okay, so I think that was the 4th tip. Now on to the 5th tip, was actually what I just showed you. I kind of combined them. And that's to take the shuttle when normally I would be going like this. I take the shuttle and I can manipulate it with one hand and I put it through the back and I make my stitch that way. So I've seen a lot of different methods for tatting, so that might help you. Sometimes I do that just because it's something different. I don't have to, I'm trying to master the traditional way and other ways. Another thing you can do, say you're having a ring with 18 stitches on it, this loom is going to get really small the loom is this part. And what you can do is you can make a really long ring, okay, and take that extra loop and wrap it a little bit around your pinky so that when you're tatting now and you need more thread, you just unwrap a little bit of your pinky and it'll open up your loom more. So you're not making any kind of mock ring here. It's still the regular ring, but you're wrapping that extra part from here, from this part here, around your pinky. All right, so let's make it bigger. So we want to wrap it around our pinky, and then you release a little bit when you need more section on your loom. You're still making a regular true ring, because in needle tatting we have mock rings that mostly people do, and then there is a true ring method. So that is the true ring. And the last thing I wanted to show you was, okay, there's 2 rings I've made. And when you're starting your next ring and you don't want the gap, there's 3 things you can do. When you close it, you can do another half stitch and then post the shuttle, or you can do just the posting or do both. So you can do a half stitch, close the ring, or post the shuttle, close your ring, or half stitch and the posting. I'll probably show you that in the next video, because I'm going to show you the pattern I've made for butterfly for absolute beginners, and that should be coming out next week. So here's your ring. Now I'm still a beginner, so I do struggle. All right, so here's 2 rings I made, and I wasn't really particular about them. So I just wanted to show you when you're starting the next ring. Now I don't think I posted the shuttle on these, but I'm going to start the next ring from here. And I'm a little bit far away from my work. All right, so I've got it really long, but that's okay. So what I'm going to do is show you that when you're starting your next ring and you do have a gap, you want to put the loom, well, not the loom, the shuttle thread over, I don't know if you can see it, over the ring around there, and you want to hold it. You want to make your first stitch. Make sure I flip it. So when you bring it down, you want to bring it down the knot, well, it's the first half of the stitch, on top of the ring, and then you make your second stitch for the double stitch. And when you bring that down, it's really close here, and then you continue on. So being on top a little bit, to me, really keeps the gap from forming. But I might change that as I get more experience, because I'm learning how to hold it and everything. So that's it. They're the tips that help. Let's review them one more time. Find some shuttles that you like. Some are big, some are small. I've even seen some really, really small ones that are about 1 inch. The second tip is hold your shuttle in the back when you go through your stitch. And that way you're making the stitch like the traditional stitch. You want to get into good habits when you're starting. Number 3 is, will you hold your hands up or will you hold your hand down? I call that down. This is actually down in a way. Your palm is down. This way your palm's up. But to me, that's uncomfortable because it's twisting my arm. And I'm used to my arms, at least my palms being down, because I played the piano. Okay, how are you holding your loom? Is it with this, the pinch in this hand, or is it the pinch is going to be on the third finger? See, that hurts to me. And not hurts, it actually feels uncomfortable. The next one I said was, if it gets small, take your shuttle and put it through. Of course, I don't have the, let me open it up a little bit. Put it through from the back. And that's on the second stitch only, because the first stitch to me is very easy. Even when it's a small gap, it's easy for me to go under and over. But then if it's too small here, I just back it in and I pick it up. And then my shuttle's in the right position with the thread on this side over here coming out. Okay, then the next one I said, wrap the thread around your pinky if you need extra thread. So you have some wrapped here, and that way you can just unwrap your pinky and make the loom part bigger. It's an awkward position for me because I'm away from the camera. And then the last thing I think I showed you was how to form the ring, how to put the stitches on top of the ring, not the stitches, the thread, to make your next stitch. Now it really is practice. You'll get it. Hang in there. Tatting is a difficult technique, but it's so much fun and it's so pretty, and we need to tell more people about tatting because it's so portable. You can take it with you, and there's many things. You can make jewelry and you can have a blast with it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope some of the tips helped. Leave me a comment and let me know if this helped you or not, and I'll see you on the next video.